Welcome back to Learn Academic English. Today I'm continuing my series of grammar shorts videos by bringing you a short grammar lesson about the difference between whose and whose. These little words can be so tricky, and you should know that this is a common mistake that native speakers make. So if you know the rule, you'll be able to identify what is the correct form and what is not correct. The first thing you should know about whose and whose is that they sound exactly the same, but they are very different. The first one, whose, shows possession, and by that we mean that it shows who has something or who it belongs to. For example, whose book is this? It's hers, or it is Janet's book. So again, whose shows possession. Is it mine? Is it hers? Is it Maria's? Whose is it? Who does it belong to? The second one, whose apostrophe S, is a contraction. And a contraction is when we combine two words, we take a letter or more out, and we put it together with an apostrophe. So whose here stands for who is or who has. Now notice that who has is going to be when has is the helping verb. And that's when you're using has with the present perfect. Let's see a couple of examples. Who's coming to the party? We are. So here, who is coming, the answer is going to be a person. In the second one, who's been working all day? I have. So again, who has been? It's asking who, so the answer is going to be a person. So one thing that you should know is that native speakers will often mix these up, and the reason for that is that native speakers of English often associate the apostrophe S with possession because we use apostrophe S to indicate possession when we use it with a person's name, like this is Maria's book. And so we would say Maria apostrophe S to show possession. But this apostrophe S is not showing possession. It is showing the contraction. So let's see if you can fill in the correct form. I'm going to show you some sentences and you're going to choose the correct one. Whose for possession or whose as the contraction. So let's practice by filling in the correct form. Take a look at these sentences, give this video a quick pause, fill in your answers, and then check with me. The first one, whose car is this? Second, who's leaving tonight? The third one, I don't know whose test this is. Who's been to the Grand Canyon? And finally, I'm not sure who's going to pass the test. So pause the video, think about your answers, and come back and check with me. For the first one, whose car is this? This shows possession. It's her car. It's my car. In the second one, who's leaving tonight? Who is leaving? We need to use the contraction. I don't know whose test this is. This is possessive because it's showing whose test. It's my test. It's his test. Who's been to the Grand Canyon? Who has been? This is present perfect, so we can use the helping verb has. And finally, I'm not sure who's going to pass the test. Who is going to? This is a contraction. If you found this video helpful, please don't forget to give it a like and leave a comment below, and come back soon for more grammar lessons. Until next time, take care.